Lorenzo, how's it going?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Nice to see you, man.
Thank you. Good
nice
to see you as well.
So welcome to this beautiful property. But what I want to talk to you about today is a program that's called MLI Select. Okay?
Okay.
I know you're an investor, right?
I am, yeah.
If you are new to this channel, my name is Alex Bala. I'm a real estate agent here in Calgary, and I'm getting everyday messages from people just like you, thinking about moving to Calgary, planning to move here, and I love helping all of them. So if you want to move in the next 90 days, feel free to give me a call, send me a text, send me an email, and I'm gonna make this transition as smoothly as possible for you.
Right. So tell me more about yourself, Lorenzo. What are you looking to accomplish in the future?
So I do have other investments right now.
Okay.
I have about 15 properties.
Okay.
So I'm just looking to add to that, but it's really been challenging to acquire basically 2-unit properties. You know, stuff like this. This could be 2 units.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I need to essentially, with every next purchase, I need to have more in one. So this kind of works, but I'm looking for more. So I need to
You're looking for more.
Yeah.
So this also, obviously, we're here in Ogden. You can have here a legal suite downstairs. You can cash flow $600-700 a month, right?
Yeah.
But you want more. You want something bigger, right?
Well, especially because I have to put like a little over 100,000 into this.
Right.
So that's a lot of money. So like, can I put a bit more money and get a lot more out?
Sure. I got something really good for you. That's not gonna last. Okay.
Okay.
So this program, you can do 5% down actually.
Okay.
But there's always a but, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta qualify, and also the property has to qualify.
Okay.
Okay. So how does that look like? So you can put 5% down, but we need 5 units or more.
Okay.
Okay. So that's first, and then the property has to cash flow, has to be all done properly, right?
Mm-hmm.
The units have to be legal. Cannot be like 3 units legal, 2 illegal.
Can we make 5 out of this, or
No. What you could do here is, because it's a bigger lot, it's a 50 by 120. You could put here a 4 by 4, I call it. Okay. So we got 4 up, 4 down.
Okay.
So on this kind of lot, this is an inner lot. You could do 2 in the back, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, right? So, and then 4 downstairs with legal suites.
Okay.
But not so far, because this is an RC2. On this property, you can only build 2 houses, like duplex, or you can have like a legal suite and stuff like that. But in order to have like a 4, you need an RCG. RCG on this property and this community, not yet. You have to rezone it. You have to go through the process of rezoning it, or wait for the city to blanket rezone the whole city. That's what they're going through right now.
Okay. Do you think it'll pass, or do we know?
We don't know nothing yet, because it's still in the process, but I believe it will pass because the city needs more density.
We need more density,
right? Also, what I like to see is that every time I see them building more, I see that they're working on the sewer, they're working on other
that's
stuff.
really good, yeah.
So they're doing it properly,
Right.
right? So now,
Yeah, what do I need to qualify for this program? Can you tell me more?
sure. So what you need to qualify is basically the 5% down.
Okay.
You need to show some liquidity in
How much
case.
is 5%?
5%
of what?
So basically, those projects are around $3 million. Okay.
Okay.
Most of them. There's some cheaper ones actually here in Ogden.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that I have for sale. They're around 2.5, 2.6.
I'm open.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm open.
And also we have bonus. We have around 2.8, 2.9.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm open. I like
So,
bonus.
but those ones wouldn't be 5 units. Would be 8 units. So your
Okay.
cash flow is really, really nice, really good, right?
Perfect.
I also have in other areas that are exceeding 3 millions. They're a little bit higher. Better areas like Killarney, Mount Pleasant, Inglewood. Ooh,
This keeps getting better and better.
right. So
What's the catch, man?
the catch is basically you gotta qualify. But
Okay.
I know you're into the market. You've been in it. You've been into the game. You know, you're
Okay.
not a beginner. So I think this would be really good for you.
Okay.
The way I look at it is, I know you have already 9 properties, right?
Yeah.
So you you could take equity out, show that you got money, and also I'm sure you got other money sitting around, right?
Yep.
That you want to put to work.
Yep.
Right? That's what you just told me.
Yep.
So now you need to have your net worth has to be at least 25% off the purchase price of the property.
Oh, okay.
So if the property
Yeah, we're good.
is 4 milli, call it.
Yeah.
You need to have $1 million. You know,
Okay.
not to hit national.
Yeah, yeah.
Like not cash.
Yeah.
But it has to be.
I mean, I have
as like net worth.
I have
right?
enough properties just on their own. Yeah.
So equity, stuff like that, right? Properties, all that kind of stuff. And then you have to have the 5% down, and then you have to show some liquidity, 10% liquidity, just so you can
10%.
show that, listen,
So
I'm the guy.
I need to, if I'm
Like
buying a $3 million property, I need to show that I have 300 in cash.
300
Is that on top
cash,
of the 5%?
stocks, bonds, stuff like that, right?
Is that on top of the 5%?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So now this property, what do you want to know about it? Tell me. Would you be interested in something like this?
So like I want to know, like what I'm buying. Like is there something that I can see today, or like is it going to be done in the
Okay.
future? Like or like what I don't know. How does it
So
work?
most of them that I actually have one available right now that it's almost done.
Do you have any that are done here in Ogden?
In Ogden? Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
I'd like to
So
see that.
I have one that is done in Ogden. It's sold already.
Oh.
I can talk to the boys to see if they can let us in,
Okay.
just for a showing, so you can see it as an example.
I'd
right?
like that. Yep.
So that's one. They're just building another one in Ogden. This is the same guys, and then I have a few other guys that are building in Ogden. If you want Ogden.
Okay.
But then I have Mount Pleasant. I have all the
I like
other
Bowness
areas,
too.
right? Bowness. So before we get you into one of those, we want to make sure you qualify. I can connect you with one of my brokers. Okay.
Perfect.
And we go from there. But first, I can show you around, man. I can show you inside of those units,
Okay.
so you can see how they look like, right? Just
What's-
as an example.
What's the situation like? How big are they? Bedroom square feet? Cash flow, like
Right.
money.
So upstairs, you're looking at 3 or 2 bedrooms, depending on what you like. Plans
Okay.
can be changed in some of them. Okay. And you're looking at around 1,300 square feet
Upstairs.
upstairs.
Okay.
And then downstairs, you're gonna have legal suite, right? You're gonna be looking at 500-600 square feet, 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom, depending on plans.
Got it.
Then you're gonna have outside parkings, locker,
Okay.
that you can rent out separately or together with the unit.
Okay.
Yeah. On cash flow, you're looking at
Just real quick, are these metered together or separate, or how does
right.
that work?
So the way it goes, you can choose, but if you're choosing to meter separately, it's gonna cost us more. Probably you're gonna have to pay a little bit more. But the way it comes 1 meter. Actually, that's better for you on the utilities. It's gonna be cheaper. And
Because
you
I'm
can-
basically like a property manager, and I'm like I have a bunch of rental units. So
right, and it's
less overhead, less
it's
cost.
all coming through one pipe,
right.
and actually it doesn't cost more to like
Per-
separate.
yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So the idea is that you're gonna be a little bit cheaper on the utilities. It's just gonna be trickier to separate it. If you want to separate and get them to pay utilities, that's the only tricky part.
What about when I exit? Is that gonna be a problem?
No, no, because you can, if you exit. So with the MLI Select, actually, you have to keep this at least 10 years.
Okay.
This is a 50-year amortization. That's why it's really good for cash flow.
Okay, got it.
So 5% down, 50 years amortization, guys. This is what I'm gonna start the video with, right? So 5% down,
that
50
again.
years. 5% down, 50 years amortization. This is what this program is about, and that's why it's such a good deal. You're gonna be cash flowing like crazy. Okay, so basically, what was I saying? If you have 1 meter, that's fine, but in the future, you are able to separate titles. The only problem would be with that is that you're gonna need different meters and stuff. So what I would suggest is when you get a property, just put it on 4 meters at least. So if you put on 4 meters, then you have stack. You have 4 stack that you can sell them as one full
individuals.
stack. Individual.
So I could sell the stacks after the 10-year mark. I could start selling.
You can start exiting. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about 5 years? Can I not exit at
No,
5 years?
no.
Can I do anything at 5 years?
No. 10 years is the only move that you can start start taking money out, start like selling, doing something, you could sell it. You can sell it to somebody else.
Oh, I can sell the whole thing before that.
Yeah.
With the mortgage.
Yeah.
As long as they qualify. Same thing. Blah blah blah.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay.
Exactly. But you cannot like just separate it and sell it separately.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So
you got
worst
an
case
exit as a
scenario,
whole.
if I like need to liquidate, leave the country, move to Italy, start eating pizza, grow the gut.
Sure, man.
I can do that.
Man, for sure.
Okay.
And
That's all I needed to know.
I'm gonna be coming.
That's
with you.
important to me.
I'll be coming.
It's because you never know when you just
Yeah.
want to go sit on
No,
the
you
beach,
can
eat pizza.
sell it all for sure.
Okay, cool.
But I'm saying separate. You cannot separate right away. Right?
Got it.
So what I would do?
Yeah, I can sell it all together.
Yeah, because as soon as
Understood.
you separate,
Yeah, that's
you
not
have
a
to
problem.
make a condominium.
Yeah.
You have to separate titles. Takes a while. All that kind of jazz.
I just wanted to know that I'm not like literally forced
Stuck.
to not be able to do anything for 10 years.
No.
If I have one move,
for sure.
I'm happy.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's a
that's
good
fine.
move because there's other investors.
There's other
that wanna
investors
do
that will
this,
take
right?
it over. That's fine. Okay, cool. We're good. So this is exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
2 or 3 bedrooms. How many square feet upstairs?
1,300
13
upstairs,
downstairs.
about 550 to 600, 500 up
Okay,
downstairs.
different areas, so we can get like as low as like 2.5 around here, 2.6.
Yeah, around there.
Okay. So meters, we talked about that. What do the numbers look like? Like cash flow. What am I looking at based off conservative numbers?
Yeah. Okay.
Today, let's use today's numbers. Next year, numbers should be better, right?
Right. So today's numbers, what's nice about it is that I was talking to a lot of like guys from Vancouver, Toronto, and the way they buy on the future. They're like, oh, we don't even cash flow. We cash flow in the future.
Oh,
No, this is cash flowing right away, right from the get-go.
okay.
As soon as you get in, you cash flowing. And cash flow, depending on property, depending on area,
Yeah.
you're looking at around 1,500 with the property manager per month,
Okay.
and 3,000 without the property manager per month. This is very, very, very conservative numbers.
So
this
what's the
for
cap
sure you
rate
get.
on this?
Cap rate is about like 5.5.
Managed?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those numbers, those rentals numbers are basically from the time that the project is completed. So for example, it'd be like a year from now. We're using those numbers, or are we using
I'm
today's
using
numbers?
today's numbers.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's really good.
So that will be even more for the future.
Yeah.
Because most of them are still in construction, so you're gonna have them ready in like 6 months, a year, 8 months, all that kind of stuff.
Right,
Some of
right,
them are
right.
a year and a half away.
That's nice.
I also have product that is ready right now if you want to buy, but depends, right?
So regarding money, I have another question.
Yeah.
Okay. The numbers sound good. Like I like $3,000, right? But I
Right.
like $5,000. I like $10,000 more.
Right.
Can we squeeze out more money? Are there some
Yeah.
workarounds?
So there's ways. So we use very conservative numbers. That's first. Second, with that first point, I'm saying that I believe you're gonna cash flow a little bit better, but I'm just not.
That's fair, I
don't
hear
wanna
you. I just want to like
overpromise,
pump
you know?
those numbers like
The
nicely.
best way to do is you could do 2 ways, right? Obviously, first one is like you can rent out separate, everything separate, even the garage.
Okay.
Some people want the garage rented out and lockers, like they want to like get stuff
Right.
like that for storage, right?
Right. Yeah, and it all depends on the area and how
Exactly.
you did with the rental and all this other
Exactly.
stuff.
Some areas they want that, so
Yeah.
that would work.
Okay.
Some areas don't, right?
Yeah.
That would be one. Second would be Airbnb.
Okay.
You could do Airbnb, you pump those numbers up, you can be looking at like 10,000 a month.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's more up my field.
Right. Now the only thing with Airbnb, it's 2 ways, right? You got a manager or somebody else.
Someone else.
manage
I'm not doing anything, brother.
it. Right.
I'm an investor.
Right.
I'm not a worker.
So if you want somebody else to manage it, then they're gonna give you a fixed amount. Then you're not gonna be making that crazy money. You can be making a 3,000,
Yeah, but it'll
a
still-
4,000 cash flow.
Yeah, we can still double though from a long-term rental. I think
A 1.5.
1.5.
Yeah. Because if you want to double it, if you want to triple it, you gotta manage it, or have somebody in house
No,
that
I-
manages a few.
Look, if we can do $6,000 a month fully managed, I'd be very happy with that.
Right.
If that's possible.
It's possible. We gotta talk to the Airbnb guys.
Okay.
I have a few people that can take over and manage this thing for you. You don't have to touch anything. We got cleaners, we got in and out people, construction people, everything, maintenance, all that kind of jazz, right?
Okay. So,
No.
do you like? So you have the mortgage people, you have the property maintenance, whatever, all
Yes,
that.
sir. Yeah.
Mortgage broker.
Plumbers, electrician, mortgage
You have
broker,
everyone?
lawyers,
Okay.
inspectors, appraisal.
Okay.
I got set up, right? Everything that you need for this kind of property, because this is 5+ units. We're looking into like a commercial already. Right?
Gotcha.
Commercial, I got my commercial license, no problem.
Excellent.
You want to buy rural? I got my rural license.
Wow, this guy has it all.
Yeah.
Okay, this sounds really good, Alex. So you have all the right guys. Financing, I'm good on that.
Yeah.
I should qualify. The properties are good.
What do you think? You want to see some properties this week?
Yeah, I want to see some properties. Do I have
Okay.
any other questions? I don't think I do. I think that's all pretty good. Let's take a look at some properties.
The best way would be to run you through some properties that
Yeah,
those builders
look at
can
some
show you,
plans.
right? Need some examples.
No, I'm excited. I'm excited. I think this is going to be a really good opportunity. What I really like is
Yeah.
that I only have to use 5% of my money.
Right.
I'm going to cash flow
Yeah.
decently or nicely,
Right.
right? And on the back end, when I'm going to be out of this thing, I'm going to make a few milli,
Right.
which I really like.
Well, if not, you're looking at a property like this, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would have to put like 110,000
on this.
just on the down payment.
Why would you do
Plus 10 to maybe 30 to make it nice as
For sure.
two separate
that?
units.
For sure. You're
So
looking
now I'm
at
back at
close to
150. That
yeah.
doesn't make sense.
The only thing is, the only way this makes sense if you don't qualify for MLIs. If you're
Yeah,
not
like
a
if
big
you're a
investor,
first-time home buyer, this is money.
if you're a first-time investor,
Yeah.
I would go for a
First-time
house.
investor, first-time
right?
home buyer.
If you are rolling in this for a while,
I got a
those
few properties. We're good.
investments,
We're good.
That means you should be looking into MLI Select.
Yeah.
So next week, let's do some showings.
Yeah, that sounds good.
How about that?
Thanks
huh?
for your time.
Okay, thanks, brother.
Ciao.